Now that you understand what scaffolded instruction is, let's see how 3 teachers implement it in the classroom. We'll explore what instructional concerns Mrs. Jones, Mr. Hayes, and Ms. Stiller have, and how they'll address those concerns for success for all students. On the daily warm-ups, Mrs. Jones has noticed that 90% of her students are not writing incomplete sentences. Mrs. Jones temporarily uses sentence stems to scaffold answering the question in complete sentences. Over in Mr. Hayes' classroom, while analyzing the last unit assessment, he noticed that 95% of his students missed questions 5, 12, and 18, which all came directly from the classroom notes. Mr. Hayes has decided to temporarily provide his students with a note-taking guide to assist students in identifying key information while note-taking. Ms. Stiller was concerned when reviewing her Art 1 project that a good deal of the artwork was plagiarized. She has decided to create a mini-lesson on the difference between being inspired by work and plagiarizing work. As our teachers monitor and evaluate students, they notice that their scaffolds are impacting student success rates and they are ready to begin reducing their supports. Let's look to see how each teacher begins to gradually release their scaffolds. Mrs. Jones modeled using the warm-up stems, the class used them together, and then students practiced using them with a peer. Finally, the students used them on their own. In Mr. Hayes' class, at first the note-taking guide looked like a fill-in-the-blank, then he moved to guiding questions, and then finally a document with headings. Students could then use the heading document or their own paper to take notes. After her mini-lesson, Ms. Stiller had students practice together, then created an anchor chart and a digital resource for students to revisit as they needed support and while they worked collaboratively with their peers. Now you've seen how 3 different teachers address scaffolding in their classrooms. These teachers will continue to monitor and adjust based on the success of their students. Thinking about the gradual release model, what steps would you need to put into place to release responsibility to your students?